It is 2025, January the 1st, and I'm just going for it. I'm going to go live right now, and this is my second live stream, so we're just going to go with it, and just going to get on here and see if anybody's having a good day so far. Got to get ready to go back to work starting tomorrow. And if you're popping on, I want to give people time to get on here. So please let me know where you're coming from and who's here. And if you're not a subscriber, if you'll go ahead and subscribe, then you'll be able to interact in the chat here in about, I think, 5 minutes. I think as long as you're on for about 5 minutes, you can actually interact into the chat. So if you're not a subscriber, but if you are a subscriber, let me know who's here. And I'm just going to go over the last 6 months and the actual reality of being on YouTube for 6 months now and not hitting that monetization. It's been fun so far, and it's been a great learning process. And so I'm wanting to just kind of go over a little bit of some of the things that I've learned. I've got a video that I put out on this a few weeks ago. But I'm still, like I said, it's just a learning process. So let me know, put in the chat here if you are on and you're joining me live here. And let me see if I can pull this up. Again, this is only my second live stream, and so we're going to see how it goes. Let's see here. Oh, hey, Johnny Begunner. Wow, yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, I know. Listen, I totally get it. I've been on here for 6 months, and I really have come to the realization that it's a process. It takes time. I'm still under the 1,000 subscriber mark, but my watch time hours is what I'm having a really hard time with. Like, I'm just at 1,000 watch time hours, and I've got to get to that 4,000, within the 365 days in order to be monetized. And I've talked to a couple of my other YouTube friends actually over the phone yesterday, and it's just not AdSense. It is a real thing, and people do get monetized. It truly is, does happen. But for a lot of people, they don't make a lot of money. And I think a lot of people maybe go into it thinking that, it might replace their full-time job right away, and it's not going to do that. So, but you're doing great. You've got 1,700 subscribers, so glad to have you on. And so if you're just joining us, please type into the comments and let me know. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Anthony, great to have you. Love to see you on here. Yeah, that's right. You have to remember why you're doing this, because if you're doing it for the money, that is not that's not going to get you anywhere. You're going to get frustrated quicker. You're going to probably just give up altogether. And I've said that in my videos before, like, remember your why. And if you can truly remember your why as to why you're doing this, then I think you're going to succeed. And there's been people on here that it's taken them like anywhere from 4, 5, 6 years. And oh no, Anthony, what happened? You went to the ER? Oh goodness. Type in the comment. Let me know what's going on. I'll certainly be praying for you, because this time of year, I know things are kind of crazy around Christmas and New Year's, and a lot of sickness going on. I don't know if you guys have seen it, and I know this is really off topic, but there's this thing about this fog that's going on around the world, and people are getting sick, they're saying. I don't know much about all that, but yes, thank you. Johnny Begunner says he's praying for Anthony. Thank you so much. Anthony, I'm so sorry. And I'll just be praying for you. And oh no. Oh yeah. The flu's going around pretty bad. I'm in pediatrics. I'm a nurse practitioner. And so right now we're seeing tons of flu A. And I'm just thankful that our family has stayed pretty well through this holiday season. Last year, it was pretty rough. And so, yeah, if it really is a bad flu season right now. So, Anthony, sorry about that. Yeah. All right. Well, so I was just talking about YouTube monetization, and if you're doing it for the money, you're really doing it for the wrong reasons. And Johnny B. Gunner says that as well, and I agree. My joy first of all, doesn't come from money. And in fact, the Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil. So, this my why for doing this is really to touch people, to reach people, to help grow YouTube channels with people that are over the age of 40. I call it money from zero, meaning that I'm starting at $0. Like we're at the bottom here, and we're trying to help people grow their channel and reach that goal of whatever it is that they're trying to reach. And so I just, this last 6 months has been, it's been a great opportunity to learn. It really was funny because trying to even upload a video at the very beginning was tough for me. But I learned how to do that, and so then learning about how optimizing your videos, and I did a recent video on that too. It really does help as far as trying to grow your channel. A lot of people dismiss optimization, but if you're new on YouTube, people don't know who you are. Like nobody knows who you are, and so to get your channel out there and to kind of get you to get your audience in front of your videos, then you really do have to try to use a little bit of optimization. And so I did learn, a lot about that over the last several months. And so if you're just joining me though, let me know who's here. I think there's like 3 on, and which is fine. I'm just great. I hope you guys had a happy new year and a Merry Christmas. Um, it's been good here at our house. We've had all our families come in, and everybody's kind of gone now. So we've had just a wonderful time spending it with family. Today we had the New Year's traditional meal. I don't know how many guys had the traditional meal. Um, Anybody have the traditional? We had mustard greens, we had the ham, we had the black eyed peas and rice. It was so good. We took it. My I cooked the greens and took it to my mom's, and we had dinner with them today, which was great. I'm so thankful to have my family, my mom and dad living close by. And oh, Johnny B has prime rib today. You ate pretty good. And you sponsored a homeless family and their dogs. Oh, until city housing right before Christmas. And you're currently giving away free coffee mugs. You guys check him out. He has his channel is about guns. If I'm correct, I've watched several of his videos, and I'm not a big gun person, but he's really a nice fella, and he's doing great. And he's giving away some free coffee mugs. So make sure you check it out if you're on here. And make sure you hit that like button too. Thank you, Anthony. So if you guys are just joining in and you're watching, just hit that like button for me so we can share this video. And I'm just wondering if anybody right now has had what's been going on as far as your channel. Are you finding good growth over the last several months? Have you seen any changes? If you have, let me know down in the chat below, because I'm kind of curious as to what things people are looking for as far as researching and trying to grow their channel. And so, again, like I said, monetization is not the end all for doing YouTube. The very real reality of it is, and I'll be honest, I'm going to be truthful. I didn't believe it at first. I thought, you could get on here and within 6 months to a year, you could probably monetize your channel, but it's tough. Like it really is tough. There's a lot of competition. There's so many more people that are joining YouTube, that are making, their YouTube channels, and they are, you got to get seen, you got to get recognized. And so there's there's a lot of competition. So I've wondered in my own, is it because of yeah, so Johnny, yeah, the slower growth on the channel due to the economy. That's possible. Yeah, I agree with that. As far as, how things are going, and hopefully 2025 is going to be a better year for a lot of people. But I don't know. I know, honestly, I feel like we're living, I'm just going to throw this out there. I don't know how people feel about this, but I, I'm a Christian, and as far as what my beliefs are, I'm not going to go into all of that, but I feel like we're living in the last days, to be quite honest. And, there's a lot coming down the pike. It's not to be afraid. But because God doesn't want us to be afraid, He wants us to be prepared. And so He gives us His word, He gives us the scripture, and He tells us what things are going to be going on and what's going to be happening. And so with AI, I'll get into that a little bit. AI is something that I'm not afraid of, but I really know how it's going to be used in the future. And so I've been a little bit leery about it. And I did my last video on ChatGPT, and I like ChatGPT. It's really a useful tool. It's free, and it's really a great tool. So if you're just popping on, I want you to check in and let me know who all's here, and hit that like button so that we can push this out a little bit further. And so if you haven't subscribed either, I want you to subscribe to the channel. But yeah, so AI with ChatGPT is a great tool. There's a lot of AI tools that are out there, and I'm not really accessed into using very many. I do the free version of vidIQ, and yeah, that is true. Kids that are born in today's time are going to be completely, they're probably not going to even learn how to write by hand. I mean, if I'm being honest, my kids never learned how to write in cursive. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Because they're 25 and 22, and they told me not a few years ago, they said, Mom, we never really learned cursive in school. And I'm like, that was one of the things that we learned, in school. And so yeah, AI is one of those things that is really it's becoming very prominent very fast, and there are so many things that are helpful. And so right now I feel like, as long as you know where you stand with it, and how to integrate it into your what you're doing, I think, it's going to be fine. Yes, please hit that like button if you're just joining. And we've got several here. I've got a few subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, you're not going to be able to interact until you've been on here for about 5 minutes, just so you know. So I think I've never done this this way quite before. So, and I don't know how many people right now it's New Year's Day. Everybody, it's 2025. Happy New Year to everybody. And I'm just, being a small channel, I'm a small YouTuber, just started 6 months ago. And so I am excited about what 2025 is going to bring. There's a lot of things, that I'm still learning and I'm sharing with all my viewers. And if there's anything particular that you like and that you want to learn about, I would love, love, love for you to let me know in the comments. Share with me where you're coming from. And if you're outside of the United States, there's about 4 people on right now. So I know that the 2 that are here. Oh yes. Hey, how are you? Tay with Johnson Family Cookbook. And so Happy New Year. And so welcome to everybody that's joining in. So I just how is your New Year going, Tay? Did y'all have a good meal today? I was just telling everybody we had the traditional meal. Yes. Oh yes. Yeah, I saw that today. Johnny was telling me about the incident that happened in Louisiana today. And it's almost a little, it makes me question, like, I don't know if I'd want to really be at the football game this evening that's going to be in Louisiana. So yes, pray for those that were tremendously affected by what happened today. There was I think my husband said that the guy was from Pakistan. I'm not sure, and I probably don't know if I should say that or not, but he ran into with his car or his vehicle, and he killed about 10 people. There were 35 injured, is the last news report that I saw. And it's just really terrible. And I think that they found some explosives in the car, and he was killed before anything else happened. So really, really a sad thing. So yes. Yes, we had a quiet New Year's here at our house. My husband and I are couch potatoes. We do not go out on New Year's Eve. We just don't do that. And of course, we don't party, we don't drink, but we pretty much like it kind of quiet at the house. And so, excuse me, and we enjoyed that at home with some snacks too. And so, but so glad to have y'all. Now, if you've not hit that like button, go ahead and do that for me so we can push this out, and maybe some other people will catch on. And there's there's a couple things that I was going to do, that I was going to share with you And one of them is just my checklist of what I do for uploading my videos. I don't know if that'd be helpful to anybody, because if you're like me, you're over the age of 40. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm just going to be honest. I am very forgetful. And I don't know. I think if I'm tired, it's worse. So I don't know if you feel the same way. If you're forgetful, you can let me know down below. um, so, and make sure that if you're just joining on, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed, so that you can interact in the chat, and if you'll hit that like button. So the first thing that I do is I research as much as I can. Now I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, I think I'm just gonna, I really in my heart want to do what I want to do. But when it comes to YouTube, all the gurus are telling you that you have to research it, and you have to do your title and your thumbnail first. And when I first started this channel, I didn't understand that. Like, I didn't know what that really meant. And so I'm starting to get my head around it a little bit better now. And so what it is the audience, what the audience is searching for. Now, I'm finding though that that's not always what I think that it should be. And so then my views end up being a little bit, hey guys, yes, living life on the R5. They are here with us. Yeah. And it is up and down. I think we're all in the same boat. Yeah, I agree. I think that as a small channel, we're kind of low on the totem pole. And as I've said before in one of my other videos, these bigger channels, like especially Mr. Beast, he's been on there forever. When he does a video, people are just waiting for the next one to come out. So as soon as his post, all of his subscribers are watching his videos. And what YouTube is doing is they're taking that information of how many people are watching, and then they're pushing it out to more people and new viewers. So, and that can be a little frustrating, because if you don't have but less than 1,000 subscribers, and maybe only 100 or 150, maybe 200 watch your video, it's just not getting pushed out as far. But I just think that we just have to kind of hang in there. Yes. Listen, go for it. I'm telling you, I got on here, I was like feeling sick to my stomach. I think the biggest problem with doing a live stream, if you're reading the chat, living the life on the R5 with Jesse, and oh my goodness, I can't think. Tell me your names again. I'm sorry. I don't see your guys too, your videos. A lot of y'all, your videos, I don't know if you're finding this, they don't pop up on my feed as much anymore. I don't understand that. I know it has to do with watch history, so maybe that's what it is. But I'm trying to get back to where oh yeah, doing the live streams. The live stream, probably the most nerve-wracking thing is feeling like nobody's going to show up. And because who am I? Who am I in this world of billions of people, like 8 billion people in the world? And I'm just little old me in South Georgia, and, trying to get on this live stream and try to get, my face and my channel out there. So yeah, it is a little bit nerve wracking, but hey, listen, just go for it. You guys will be fine. Honestly, I love your channel. I watch whenever I've got to go back and watch. I'm sure you've got a new video, but I watched a few probably several weeks ago. And so I really love the channel. So if y'all haven't checked out Living Life on the R5, you guys need to check that out too. Especially Johnny B. Gunner. You'll like this channel too. And you guys, that's another thing. Just kind of look at these other channels. It really helps. I was doing a small channel spotlight for a little while on my videos, and I've not done that the last couple of videos. And the reason why is because I look at my analytics, and my analytics just kind of went tanked down. And I'm like, why? I don't understand why that is, because I feel like it's helpful to help other small channels. And, I'm small too. So like just trying to help other people grow. And I thought maybe giving a shout out would be great, but it really has affected my analytics to a degree. So there's times where I just don't even want to look at the analytics, because I'm like, it's really discouraging. I'll be honest with you. If you're just joining us, please let me know who's here. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, like I said, you have to be subscribed for, I think, 5 minutes before it'll let you interact into the chat. So, and if you like this kind of content, please just hit that like button so that we can let more people see it. I would like to do a chat more often. So this is only my second one. I've been doing this for 6 months. I've been posting consistently every single week. I feel like I could grow my channel a lot faster if I would just do it more. But honestly, guys, I don't have the time. I work 50 hours a week. I'm a nurse practitioner. I work in pediatrics, and I have elderly parents that have some health issues. And so I'm trying to be there for them. We don't live very far from them. And my sister lives a couple of hours away. So it's and then my kids are, newly my daughter, she's left home. She was the last one to leave the house. We have 4 kids, and the 2 oldest ones have been out of the house for a long time, but the 2 youngest have just recently left home. My son got married over the last year. There's been a lot of life going on, and so it is hard to have a YouTube channel. I'm not going to lie. It's hard to find the time to fit it in, and so if you're new to coming on, please let me know in the comments where you're coming from. And I've been trying to read these comments as I go. And if there's anything that you are struggling with, like with your channel, and there's something that maybe I can help research, maybe I can do a video on, whatever would help you. My niche is particularly for over 40, technology, really trying to help people with the newer technology nowadays, as far as like ChatGPT, which is a newer thing for me because it's AI, and it's fairly easy though. There's a lot of information that ChatGPT can help you with. As far as SEO, I'm learning that. I had gotten several people in the very beginning when I would post my videos. They would come on my screen and they would say, "Hey, Happy New Year from Vancouver. Follow your bliss life." Great. Thanks for joining us. And Bud and JJ, yes. Thank you guys from Living Life on the R5. I'm sorry, I was thinking Jesse. Is that what JJ's for? Let me know if it is down in the chat. Yeah, so where was I? See, I done forgot. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I love my viewers, because y'all are my core. The ones that follow me and that have popped up here on this with me. You guys stick with me, and I really, really appreciate it. It's really fun. So I yes, I can't remember where I was at, but anyway, what I wanted to do was kind of go through in this video, like how I upload my videos, if it would help, and just kind of give you the little process. So when I research my title and my thumbnails, yes, it is very distracting. But when I research my title and my thumbnails, I've learned to try to search keywords that are being searched. Now I use vidIQ's free tool. There's TubeBuddy too, and a lot of people like TubeBuddy. I haven't really figured that one out too great. But the keywords that are like thousands of people are searching for certain words, and then you can actually put those in your title and then also your thumbnail. And so when I get my title and my thumbnail, I think about a topic though first, because for me, I have to be interested in what I'm telling you, because if I'm not interested in it, it's not going to come across very well, evidently. So I have to come up with something that's interesting, research it, get the keywords, fix my title, do my thumbnail. And the thumbnails, usually I've learned to do a little bit of layering. It's called layers on Canva. And if you don't have Canva, it's a free tool. It's great. I think you should use it. And I do that on Canva. So I've learned how to do the thumbnail with the words behind. Yes. And a lot of people have trouble with thumbnails and editing videos, but I use CapCut. It really is fairly simple. A lot of people use iMovie, and if you have a Mac or a Mac computer, iMovie might be a little easier for you. I've tried it, I think, once before, but I really have gotten used to CapCut. I love CapCut. And you can do it on your iPhone or your phone. CapCut's they have an app that you can download, and you can do it from your phone. In fact, I started off doing some videos on my phone, but I really do like my Mac computer, so it's quiet up here. And so I do it up here. But so Canva, CapCut, I use those tools. I use vidIQ. All of this is free. I don't spend any money on any subscriptions, because I feel like that for me, I feel like it would be a waste. And maybe that's just my generation of, doing things, but I feel like it'd be a waste of money. So let me get on with it. So the title, the description, also with the description, you want to make sure that you got your keywords in there. Um, yes. How far are you from? Yeah. Okay. So you probably are just coming on. So I am not monetized. I'm right at 760, I think, ish subscribers, and my watch time hours is my biggest struggle. I have just over 1,000 watch time hours. So for me, it's probably going to be forever before I get to 4,000, unless, I have one video that might pop off and that happen. So a lot of people, as I mentioned earlier, monetization is really, I think, everybody's goal. I mean, if you're coming on here and you're saying you don't want to get monetized, you know, I think that that's something that it becomes a reality after time, because I think everybody comes on thinking, well, maybe I can make a little money on YouTube. Now, there's plenty of ways to do that. You can do it through, affiliate marketing, digital products. And honestly, those are things that I want to do. I just have not had the time to get into it. And you can grow a channel to where you can monetize your channel if you're doing it full time. Like, there's plenty of channels that make money from AdSense. And so, yes. But you guys, so on the upload, as far as when I go to upload my video, I want to make sure that all you guys are doing this, because this is something I learned a little bit early on, is to name your file. Because like I said, I use CapCut. So when you go in and you have a CapCut file or your video, make sure you name it. Like, I can only think of this last one I did, but ChatGPT was the last video that I did. So when I named my file, I named it ChatGPT for beginners. And so when that file is uploaded to YouTube, then YouTube knows how to categorize it and can put it in front of the people that it needs to be seen in front of. So whatever your video is, if it's cooking or if it's on guns or gun safety or whatever you're doing, make sure that you name that video. And so that it just really helps to categorize it. Jamie, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jamie. I'm thinking of Jesse on another channel that I watch or have watched and subscribed to as well. So thank you so much. So yes, you guys check each other out. If you've not hit the like button, go ahead and do that for me too as well. So uploading the my video and naming that is another thing that I do on my checklist. I make sure that I do that, and then sometimes I've forgotten to upload my thumbnail. And so the thumbnail is a big thing. If you don't, then it's going to pick part of your video for you. And so the thumbnail, I can tell you, AI generated thumbnails do not seem to do as good as your own thumbnail. So I would recommend, if you're doing thumbnails for your videos, that you make your own thumbnail. Now, not to say that there are AI generated ones that don't do well, but again, those are probably larger channels. They have more followers. And so trying to get out there, just make sure that you do your own thumbnail. And so if you are a small channel, I've got Johnson Family Cookbook, which is Tay, and she has a cooking channel. Now, I just love her. So y'all check her out as well. And she's got a lot of great recipes that are on there too. So, and then the next thing that I do is I put in chapters. If you're not using chapters, you guys are missing out. You guys need to use chapters. Chapters are the timestamps that go in your description. So you want to make sure that Happy New Year, Motivational Minister. Happy New Year. Great to have you. Hit that like button if you're just coming on. So if you're not using those chapters, you got to start at 0:00. It's in minutes and seconds. It's going to help you, because what it does is it divides your video into sections. And when people see your video, they can see the chapter. And if you've got a how-to type video, it really is great, because it'll categorize that. And so if you say you went on to search let me try to think how to clean hey JJ, y'all don't judge me on this, but how to clean a pistol. Give me an example. I need some kind of gun, but anyway, how to clean a certain specific gun. You want to make sure that that you put, if you put that in there, the how to, that chapter, particular chapter, if somebody goes and searches for that, they're going to be able to find it and your video will pop up. So that really is helpful. And all right. So I don't know, and they may not be still on here, but I was just trying to think of, a certain gun or a dish, like if you're cooking or making something, how to make a um, pound cake, you know, uh, pound cake with a pound of sugar and pound of whatever. So I'm not a cook very much. Like I don't cook a lot of sweets and things, but I'm just trying to give you an example. So whatever your video is on, make sure that you put those chapters in. So, and you want to do it in a format to put those keywords into your titles of what your chapters are about. So make sure you add the, yes, your BB gun. That's right. Yeah. So how to clean your BB gun for the best results. So if you're doing that BB gun, you're going to put those steps in and take your video, like go through the seconds of the video and to the second. So 00 starts off, and I usually I'll put introduction, but then maybe it's 01 colon 10 seconds, like a minute and 10 seconds in, then you're talking about how to clean the BB gun for the best results, or how to take apart the BB gun, whatever the case may be. So just make sure that you're doing that with your chapters. And then my next thing in my process of my checklist of uploading is making sure that I'm putting in tags. Now, there is controversy on tags. I'm not going to lie. There's controversy. People say that tags, you don't need them. Now, I will tell you this, that the bigger channels don't use tags. If you have like the vidIQ, what's it called? In the oh my goodness, the word has left me. Extension. If you have the vidIQ extension and you're using the free version like I do, you can go under somebody else's video and you can see what tags they use. And a lot of the big channels don't use tags. And so, but I feel that it does help because they say that it does help categorize your video. And so, and then the next thing in the process that I do is pin a comment. Now, I will be honest, I forget a lot of times to do this. So I made a checklist so that I can go through each thing and I can check it off. So if you're joining, make sure you hit that like button so that we can push the video out. And yes, and Tay's noticed that tags help as well, especially if you're new, if you are small, like not necessarily new to YouTube, but maybe you're a small channel, and small channels, the tags help to categorize your videos and to put you out there. So I recommend doing tags, and it says you can do up to 500 characters. I use almost all of them. And at first I didn't know. So you do not put a hashtag into your tags, that you don't put the hashtag sign. And so just so you know, that the hashtag sign is different. Hashtags, yes. Yeah, I agree with labeling your channel. I'm going to get to that in just a second too, JJ, because I'm struggling with that as well. Like my channel, I'm calling it Money from Zero. And I think people are kind of confused as to what my channel is really about. So I'm just going to have to try to figure out what I can do to switch that. But yeah, so tags will help categorize your video. I promise it will help you. If you'll do it on every video, if you will, let me tell you, let me give you, some people call this a nugget. Let me give you a nugget. So if you will take the title of your video and put it as your very first tag, it will rank usually number one. And then take on the next few tags of that, reword that a little bit. And then you'll find that it'll rank in search sometimes as like number 1, number 10, number 11, because what you want to do is your video to show up in search when people go searching for that. So you want to make sure that your video is showing up in search, especially for small channels. Please, if you're a small channel, it's going to help you, I promise. If you're coming on here new, please, please, please help me and hit the like button. Now, so JJ mentioned, having a problem with like naming your channel. I have not. So I did research. I'm just going to be transparent here. I did research on, naming my channel. And when I did it, I found that a lot of people in the niche of how to start a YouTube channel, how to make money on YouTube, how to make money online, make an extra stream of income. Those are highly, highly searched. And so when I came up with the name for this, I was trying to put it in the realm of that, thinking that the name of my channel would help me to be found better, because just putting your name sometimes, people don't know who I am. And so as Melissa, with money from zero, I felt like I might be able to be remembered better. So I was trying to come up with a catchy channel, or what do they call it? Handle, a catchy handle. And so that's where I came up with money from zero, as far as, starting at nothing and growing this channel to become monetized, because when I started, it was my monetization journey. And so I've pivoted a little bit from that, because I'm not like focused on monetization. I really am not. And again, I had mentioned earlier, if you're trying to do this for monetization, and you are getting frustrated, you may give up on it really quickly. So make sure you're remembering why you're doing it. You have to enjoy doing this, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, I talked to another content creator yesterday on the phone, and we were sharing and talking, and her name is Gwen Rutt. So check her channel out. She's Simplify Your Life, and she's a good Christian lady. And, we were just talking, and if why you're doing this is not fun, it's not something that's enjoyable to you, then it's not going to be long lasting. And there's people on here for years that finally get monetized, and some people don't get monetized at all. I've seen people commented on other channels, other videos, how they've been on YouTube forever, and for whatever reason, they've never reached monetization. So you just really have to know that you're doing this, why you're doing it. And my personal desire for doing this channel was to help people, because I know my parents are, my dad's 82, and I don't think he'd mind me sharing that, but yes, focus on the mission more than the commission. That's right, because I'm going to tell you right now, AdSense is variable. So just talking with this content creator, talking with Gwen yesterday, we were talking about that, and it fluctuates because she is monetized, but it's not something that's reliable. So if you're just looking for AdSense, you really need to find other streams of income that you can do your channel with, because the AdSense in the very beginning, not that you can't grow and make, thousands of dollars. There is a, oh, y'all might have to help me remember what it is, but there's, oh Lord, there's a website that you can go on, and you can look up channels to see exactly what they make a month. And it has left me, I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, hey, Joanne, nice to have you. Y'all check out Joanne's channel as well. She has her own like home, kind of a home feel, home vibe. It's great. She does recipes and cooks as well. And she did some things during the holidays that I really enjoyed with her home and decorating and all of that. So that's great. Let me go back up here. Motivational Minister. He says, how do you make the chapters? So I did go over that just a little bit ago, but just to recap on that, go into your description, type chapters, or you can put timestamps, and then you start 00:00. And you put that at maybe your introduction or whatever you want to label it. And then you go from there. So what I generally do is, before I upload my video, is I look at the minutes and the seconds, and I stop it, and I'll put, okay, this will be the first one, chapter 1. You don't have to put chapter 1 now. You label the time. In fact, y'all, I got a chalkboard. Let me just see if I can, let me show you, because I don't really know how to, I'm really not sure how to go on here while I'm live and go in and show you guys what I'm talking about. But whenever you do this, so and you can go into some of my previous videos to see. Now, I don't know if that's going to come up backwards or not for you guys, but if you're at 1 minute and say 5 seconds, and then you can put in like how to, like Johnny B said, clean a BB gun. So, how to clean, or how to break down or whatever. So that's how chapters should look in your description. And so I generally just put it up here as chapters, and that'll be in my description. So I hope that helps for the motivational minister, if that helps you. And then so let me see. Let me go back through these comments real quick. Yeah. And we have a problem. Channel. Okay, we talked about that. So true. Yeah. Um, all right. And then let's see. The site where you can check other channels is Social Blade. Yes, thank you so much. That's Theme Park Maddie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like Social Blade. I went on there just to see before I ever started my channel to see if is this something that's kind of worth it or not. And if you haven't hit that like button, guys, though, go ahead and do it for me so it'll push out to other people. Oh yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, I know. Listen. This was a Christmas gift. I love it. So, and also, I had gotten my new Yeti microphone. I love this, and I really, I've not invested. I've said it before. I've only invested like maybe 150 or less dollars since in 6 months for this. I just, I've not been real interested in trying to fork out a lot of money for YouTube. Not in the very beginning, being a small channel. I just personally, I don't think it's wise to do that. And so, yeah. And so, I hope that what I can tell you guys, is enough value that I don't have to spend a ton of money right now. So that's just my personal take on that. All right. So the next thing that I wanted to go over is I mentioned posting a comment. So whenever you upload your video, you want to make sure that you post or pin a comment. The very first comment will be yours. And when you do that, then that will help as far as people. My husband's leaving to go get something to eat. So whenever you post or pin a comment, then that helps. Also, if when you post your video, if you can get people, hey guys, hey, Maple Ridge Homestead, you guys check them out. I love doing this because this is a lot of fun. Maple Ridge Homestead, I love their channel. It's really, I'm very impressed. I'm just going to be honest. They're small channel as well, but it's very professionally done. So do you guys outsource any of your editing or anything like that on Maple Ridge Homestead, or do y'all do all of your own editing? Because it's great. You should check it out. They have some property out, and I can't remember exactly where that was, but building like a tree house kind of thing. And it's great. I loved it. And so anyways, so back on the posting for the comment for your pinning to your video, you want to try to get that done so that way it does help. That helps as well. Yes. Okay. So they struggle with editing too. I do too. I've cut out a lot of editing. I'm just going to be honest with you. I was trying to do it all in the beginning. I didn't find that it helped a whole lot. And so I use CapCut, and with CapCut, I pretty much, I'll put in a few like subtitles or whatever, or not subtitles, but just titles of what I'm doing. And anymore, I've just cut a lot of stuff out, and because it takes too long. And if you're not enjoying what you're doing, and you have to remember why you're doing this. And I don't think sometimes, especially in our age group, if you're over the age of 40, 50, I'm 55, and I really don't have the time, to be quite honest. So, yes. Okay. So living life on R5, he says another thing he's having trouble, hard time finding is the new gun channel restrictions where I can read them versus hear about them. I actually like to have both. Yeah. I did see something, about that. YouTube in their oh my goodness. Y'all bear with me. I'm sorry. My brain sometimes it just doesn't work like it should. YouTube has in their what's it called? Terms and conditions. There is a little bit in there about gun restrictions. So you do have to be really careful. I know that y'all do a lot about guns and gun safety. So I can't really help you on that. Now, I don't know if Johnny is still on here, if maybe he has any information that he might can help you with that. And maybe y'all could, might be able to help each other. But yeah, so I really am not familiar with that. I'll try to check into that and see. Um, is there any other like things that you guys are struggling with as far as uh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. She says I'm doing great. Listen, I think I'm flying by the seat of my pants, to be quite honest with you, but that's okay. I want to see more of you guys do live streaming. So and maybe posting it so that, yes. So Tay's asking me, have I thought about starting to interview other small channels, either live or pre-recorded, discuss around great way. Yeah. I have thought about that. I'm trying to figure out if there is a free version. Um, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know on the firearm thing. I know that that's very restricted. Sorry, I'm sounding ADD, you guys. I'm really sorry. I'm reading these comments too. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of restrictions on guns. Have on JJ, have y'all found that your videos are they getting having like strikes or any problems with posting your videos? If you are, let me know because I'm not sure. Anything that I've seen on your channel has been good. Like y'all just done some target stuff and I've seen that you show how to, what guns are better like for women to hold, which I thought was great. Um, yes, I think everybody should go live as well. Follow your bliss life. Recommend to all to go live, go vertical, take advantage of coming up in the shorts feed. Yeah, you can go live. So I'm not done shorts. Let me talk about that for a second. Shorts, I've done a few and I've not gone live with shorts. So if you've had experience with that in shorts, let me know down in the comments or in the chat because I'm not sure how that affects everything. I've seen some people say that it really helped boost their channel. I found that it almost kind of hurt my channel a little bit. So I don't know. I really don't do shorts. Yes, okay, good. Yeah, I didn't know if the gun situation on with living life on the R5 JJ. I didn't know if you guys, if there's certain things I think that are taboo on YouTube and you have to be really careful with. So, but I think your content is great. Honest to goodness. Everything I've seen has been really just really good. Very good information too. Um, yeah, so follow your life bliss or follow your bliss life, sorry. Says just go live with your screen vertical. Yeah, I've not done that. I've not had the nerve to do that. I'm on my Mac computer doing this, and so I've not had the nerve to go vertical on my iPhone. And so yeah, so it says to go vertical when you do that, and you don't want to hold it. Oops, hold on. You don't want to hold it this way. You want to hold it this way. So when you do that, so I would recommend you guys try it. Hey, listen, it's a lot of fun, and so back into let's see, it then posts replay as a regular video live tracks. Yeah, okay. Um, Okay, great. Maple Ridge says that they post a short a few days after the full length video, and it seems to help a bit. Um, and it boosts subscribers. Yeah, see now the motivational minister, I found that to happen to me. So like I found that I could get subscribers, but then my views would get hurt because people that watch short videos, they don't tend to transform over to long form videos. And so the more subscribers you have, and then they're not watching your long form videos, that really can hurt your channel. So that was the kind of the experience that I had. Um, and Joanne says, I've done a lot of shorts, but it does seem to depend on what the subject is and whether it's successful. Yeah. So again, that I think it also depends on your topic and, the content of what you're doing. I do want to do more lives. So if this is something that is helpful to you, I think it helps grow the community for one. I think that's a good reason to do live streams because when you interact with people live and doing these chats and all, it's a lot better really than sitting behind the camera and just talking to you're talking to people eventually because your video is getting out there, but it's harder for me. Like I don't know if you guys stumble over your words, but I find that I have to retake my videos 100 times. Like it takes me forever. Um, no, I've not gone live together with anybody. I know that it helps the watch time hours. Anthony, I don't know if he's still on here or not, but Anthony with my time, I think is let me go back. I want to make sure I get his channel right. Anthony My Time. Yes. I was watching him on his live and he was explaining that and I really appreciated that information. So I want to give him a shout out because it does help your watch time hours. So every person that is watching with you as you're doing your live stream. So let me give you an example. If I'm understanding this right now, follow your life bliss. If you'll let me know, make sure I'm telling you this right. But if you have 13 people's watching right now, if you watch this live stream with me for a full hour, then that means that's 13 hours of watch time. And I was blown away. I was like, oh, wow, that's great. So I see why people are doing live streams now. And that's another reason. So watch time hours will increase with your live streams. It does help build your community. That's number two. And, number three, you just have to be brave, just be brave. We are brave in everyday things, doing a lot of other things, daily. You can be in the grocery store and just smiling. For some people to say hello to a stranger is brave. So just get on here and just have fun and do it. Yes, and so Joanne says she hasn't done that. Let's see. Living Life says we actually took old videos prior to YouTube and create shorts from them, and we did notice short viewers didn't want. Yeah. Does any of you use? I've seen this thing called Opus Clips, and I don't know. I think you have to pay for that, but I'm seeing that a lot of people are taking their long form videos and they're dividing them up into shorts. And I think they're trying to get more traction that way. And I've not done that yet. So I don't know. Again, I do everything for free so that I can grow this organically and, again, not spending a lot of money, just to show that it can be done, for one. And I'm a very thrifty person. I'm just going to say I'm very thrifty. I try to save money every way that I can. And so, yes. Yes, JJ, do it. I want you to do it. So, all right, go live. All right, and then Theme Park Maddie, definitely go live if you still need watch hours. Yeah, I do. So I need the watch time hours, and I feel like my subscribers are going well as far as that goes. And yeah. Yes, living life. It's so much fun. That's for sure. For sure, for sure. But yeah, I do right now. I'm at 1,000 watch time hours, maybe just a little over. And so I've been doing this 6 months, and my projection with that would be if I don't double, I wouldn't be monetized, in a year. So I don't know, how that can work. Now, I've been seeing things, for those of you, because I mentioned this early on in this live stream, is that monetization is definitely not the end all for doing this. And it was a goal that I had when I started. And I think people that say that they don't have a goal to get monetized are not maybe being totally truthful, honestly. But I don't think that's the only reason to do it, because, again, I wanted to help people. I wanted to do this, so that I could help other people. But anyway, so back to my list. So close to about 400 views. Yes. Joanne, I'm not quite sure. It says I'm so close to about 400 views. So you're needing about 400 more hours. Is that what you're saying before you get monetization? Because if that's the case, that's great. You need to go live. From what I'm hearing in this chat, you need to go live. So you probably will get that. And everybody knows, you have to reach 4,000 watch time hours within 365 days. And then that renews every year. So the only thing, and y'all might can help me, is I'm not sure, does it renew? Like my first video went up in June of this year or last year in 2024. Does it start from June of each year? So when the time when you uploaded, does that 365 start over yearly from that date? That I'm not real sure about. So, and that may be the case, but you do have to have it, or does it go from January to January? Because if that's the case, then I'm starting over now. um, oh, Now I know the subscribers, from what I understand, the subscribers doesn't it rolls over, like, you don't have to start over, but the watch time hours, I thought, started over. Is that not the case? Really? Maple Ridge says that it's a rolling window. Huh. So once you get monetized after you hit 4,000 watch time hours in 365 days, the next year, you're still considered at 4,000 watch time hours is what I think I'm getting from the chat. Um, oh, but you gotta maintain it. Okay. Well, very good. You guys taught me something. Thank you so much. You guys taught me something. So you know, I was thinking, I honestly thought that you had to start over every year for the watch time. So, but anyways, that's great to know because I've seen a lot of people that said they got demonetized and it was because they didn't have enough watch time. So I don't know. But that's great to know. Thank you guys. And so back to my upload list, just if it's helpful. I don't know if this is helping anybody or not. And if you're new, if you're popping on, just please let me know who you are and hit that like button because it'll push it out. Maybe more people will watch this. And I'm almost done. I'm not going to hold you too much longer, but if you're not putting an end screen on your videos, then that will help you as well because you can put when you go to upload, it'll show you over to the right column. It'll show you that you can add an end screen, and when you do that, you can put your little logo or your handle picture and people can subscribe onto that. Or you can also put a video that you want them to watch the next video. You want people to stay on your channel as much as possible, as long as possible. So that's what helps YouTube as well. It helps to get your videos out there and to get noticed is if people are seeing, watching or staying on your channel longer. And so that can be helpful with your watch time hours. Also playlist. I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but if you have a playlist and you can get people to get onto that playlist and just watch video after video and to just really um, binge watch your content, that will help your watch time hours as well. And so the other thing you can do as well for that is to get on like Reddit, to get on Facebook. You can share your videos onto Facebook. And now I don't know, I've not had much experience with that. I've really kind of stayed low key with Facebook. I don't do Facebook a lot for various reasons, but I don't know if y'all have had any experience with that, if you're using any type of social media platform to push your YouTube channel. So let me know down in the chat if you're doing that and what you found, because I've not done that really. I did get on one little Facebook group and I didn't I didn't find it very helpful in a way, so I kind of got out of that. But I do read a lot of stuff. So I read Reddit and I get on there and I'll read, I'll do some things. I'll read some things on Facebook. I don't really join and interact. Yeah. So, and I don't use Instagram. I have Instagram, but I don't use Instagram and Facebook. So, yeah. And I don't have TikTok. I don't know. I never. Yes, Johnny, you go eat dinner. Thank you for joining me. You guys don't forget, check out these channels that are popping up in the chat. If you've not checked them out before, Johnny B. Gunner, Leah's Culinary Treasures. Oh, love to have you. Thank you for joining us. And then Theme Park Maddie, she's on TikTok and Instagram. And then, yeah. Yeah, so I don't do TikTok. Yeah, and it might get banned. I heard that. So my daughter and my son, I think my daughter, maybe my son, but my daughter does TikTok. In fact, TikTok, she knows things before we ever know. The news is like way behind on like primetime TV. You can't. TikTok has it way before they do, and even before Facebook and other social media. So um, yeah. So Motivational Minister says, whenever I share my videos, I do it from my playlist rather than the video section. That way the video ends yes, that is a great idea. In fact, I don't think I've done that. So I've not actually shared my playlist. That's a great idea. And then Follow Your Bliss Life. She's a line dancer and participate in 2 large social groups, Facebook, by including links. It gives an instant boost to drive traffic. Yes. Yes. And I think I've got some hangups probably that just personal hangups as to why I don't use some of the social media. That's just me. And but I think that that's great. I know that that's ways that you can boost your YouTube channel, that you can really get a lot of views. So I think that that's wonderful. All right. So you guys, I've had you on here for an hour. I really, really appreciate you guys that have joined me. And I don't want to keep you. I really don't. Um, Yes, that's great. Thank you so much. So follow your bliss live. I really appreciate you interacting with this live stream today. And so if you guys have not checked out this channel, please check it out. And so I think encouraging each other, encouraging small channels to help other small channels. Now, listen, one thing I have to say is a disclaimer: you cannot do sub for sub. YouTube does not like that. They will cut your channel off. So be careful with that. You cannot do sub for sub. But if you go on one of these channels and you like their content, you like what they're doing, you like what they're about, then subscribe to it. Like their videos. And so just remember that. So, and I'm really thankful for all of you guys. Um, yes. Yeah. I think I'm going to work on a checklist. Would that be helpful? If it would be helpful, put yes in the comment for me, because I'd like to do a checklist on how to upload your videos. And all I can do is show you what I'm doing. And I've had a few videos that have gotten over 1,000 views. I got one particular video, it went over 6,000 views. And most of my videos, to be quite honest with you, are around 200 or 300 views. And I don't think that's terrible. This is probably, if you count this live stream, it'll be 35 videos that I've done since I started. And so I think that it's going, really well. Yeah, so follow your bliss says 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, yes to the checklist. I will do that. I will see if I've got to figure out how to do it like a digital free download where you can actually download it and then you can print it out. That would probably be the best thing. And so I would love to do that. And I think it would help you guys as far as just remembering. If you're like me, you'll get in there, you'll upload your video, and you'll think, oh shoot, I forgot to do this, I forgot to do that, and then I'm going back in and adding the things that I forgot, when really and truly, if you get it all done right as you upload, then it's going to increase your reach a little better. So I have found that. So anyways, all right, guys. Well, this time, if you remember in my first live stream, I couldn't find how to get off. If you go back and watch that, you'll see it. But now I know how to get off of here. So, yes, it says it helps not to just rely on YouTube and send traffic to your videos. Yes, I agree. The Yes, and good luck to everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me. You guys are wonderful. I love you guys. And so let me know, what you think about this. And if you'd like to have more live streams, maybe we can chat. Maybe there's things that you'd like to have more information on. I'd love to hear from you. So just let me know. And you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you've had a happy New Year's Eve, New Year's, Merry Christmas. And I'm just praying that everybody in this year, in 2025, has a wonderful year and you do great on your channels. And I'm just praying for all you guys. I'm praying for you, Anthony. Anthony, at my time, he had to go to the ER. So you guys pray for him, and that all is well with him. And I'm praying for you guys, and that God will just uplift you and bless you and everything that you put your hand to do. And so God bless you. Y'all have a great day, a great evening.